For the first time since mid-November, Central Michigan is back inside the friendly confines of Martin Ice Arena. After splitting with Aurora last weekend, the Chippewas look to bounce back as they welcome in the undefeated Ohio State Buckeyes in Hockey House's Game of the Week. Hello, everybody. And we were supposed to welcome you inside the broadcast booth, but due to some technical difficulties, we are changing on the fly. But nonetheless, I'm Derek Steele, joined by my partner and good buddy, Michael Rosenkrantz. Well, Michael, really quickly, looking at this Central Michigan team, we'll get to them more in depth as the night goes on. But what can you tell us about this Chippewas team?
Yeah, this Chippewas team, Derek, has been outstanding throughout the course of the season. They're coming in an 11-5 0-0 record, but second semester was a place last season where they really struggled to get a win. This is a team that only got 2 wins in second semester last year, coming to LTU and Miami. So when you're looking at second semester this time for the Chippewas, you have to focus on putting equal weight on each person's shoulders of this team in order to get much needed wins going down the stretch for nationals.
Well, let's send it down to the ice for the national anthem.
And the starting goaltenders for tonight's match for the Ohio State Buckeyes. They turned Savannah Sip, the freshman out of Omaha, Nebraska, who through 8 total games has an 8-0 record, 1.29 goals against average, 938 save percentage. Chippewas have a tough test here tonight there. For your Chippewas, they turn to another freshman of their own, Zoe Lawrence out of Sterling Heights, Michigan. This will be her first collegiate start. Derek, what do we got for starting lineups?
Well, Michael, first for the visiting Ohio State Buckeyes, they're going to turn to 5, Abby Cox, 7, Colette Janik, number 9, Abby McLaughlin, number 12, Avery Moore, and number 13, Robin McAuslin. For Central Michigan, they're going to go with their forward, the top line, number 8, Caitlin Williams, number 13, Kylie Del Rey, number 61, Gabriella Nixon. Their defensive pairs going to be number 7, Declan Whitus, and number 17, Tate Hutchinson. Central Michigan wearing their home white uniforms, white tops, maroon bottoms, white socks, and black buckets. Ohio State game 2 of this 3-game in 3-day stretch, going with their away jerseys, scarlet tops, white lettering, white numbering, black bottoms, red socks, black buckets. There's 20 minutes on the clock, and we are getting ready, and we're underway from Martin Ice Arena, game 1 of this 2-game series between the Central Michigan Chippewas and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Early shot by Nixon is saved by Savannah Sip. Michael mentioned it. One of the top goalies you're going to see in the CHE conference this year, coming off a 6-3 win against West Virginia a night ago. Ohio State will escape the zone. There it is, over to 12, Avery White. White is going to enter the zone, trying to cross ice feed, as that is defended by Hutchinson into the corner. Central Michigan trying to get out of their own zone is, watch out, there is a defensive zone turnover. Goes to the end boards, and Nixon will wrap around trying to get it to Del Rey. Central Michigan able to exit the zone for a second, and the puck will find its way to 13, Robin McAuslin. Mac Barnett, captain of Central Michigan for the second straight year. Grad student out of Clinton Township, Michigan, playing in her final semester here in the Maroon and Gold. Central Michigan trying to make their second straight trip to the national tournament. Michael, rankings came out yesterday. Central Michigan currently sitting number 2 in the Central rankings, as there's a shot blocked in front of Lawrence.
Yeah, Derek, Central Michigan shoots up 1 spot in the rankings. They now sit at that number 2 spot. Sioux at number 1. And then you have right below them,
Lawrence Tech, I believe.
yes, Lawrence Tech below them. And then a big thing about this, Central's lost to Aurora a week ago, 3-1. That shot Aurora up to 6. They could be a name to watch out for.
Darche with the poke check gathered in by DeMarco. Nicole DeMarco, one of 3 assistant captains here on this Ohio State team. And what a season it has been for Nicole DeMarco. Michael, we were supposed to get to our players to watch for, didn't have time, but one of the players you had to watch for Ohio State was Nicole DeMarco.
Yeah, Nicole DeMarco's been outstanding. 15 goals, 8 assists for her, 23 points on the campaign. And you know she'll be looking to add more here tonight.
Puck wraps around, gets it to Bergen in the corner. Bergen loses it for a second, tries a centering feed stolen by the Buckeyes. Bergen, persistent to get to the puck, will poke it over to Sydney DeMarco, twin sister of Nicole DeMarco. And Michael, what an awesome experience it would to be able to play with your twin sister at college, especially at the collegiate level.
Whenever a family affair ever happens on a sports team, it's a special moment. You know, you have these competitions growing up to see who may be the better brother or the better sister in this case. But at this point, when you get to play together, it's truly special.
There's 21 Alyssa Gray, puck poked away from her stick. Ohio State trying to find numbers. There's number 2. Do not have her on our active roster, so we'll try and get that fixed as soon as we can. Puck will go over to Ingramson. Ashley Ingramson.
One of the things that I'm noticing right away from both of these teams, their aggressiveness right out of the gate. Ohio State skating with speed. Central Michigan skating with speed. Ohio State doing a little better job of getting the puck in control. So Central Michigan has really got to establish, and as they try and go to the forecheck here,
Oh,
look out.
look at that move by Delray. Delray will crash in that shot saved by Sip. Delray gets her own rebound, though. As she gets taken to the ice, no call upcoming. Ingramson.
Oh, no.
Watch out. Delray is down on the ice. Scary moment here for Central Michigan. One of your top scorers going down, waving to the training staff saying she's fine. She's going to skate off the ice. Captain Mac Barnett coming over to her aid. But Michael, while we have a second, you want to take us through your keys to the game?
Yeah, Derek, for the keys to the game, one of the big things for Central Michigan, and we're so glad to see that Kylie Del Rey's okay. One of the big keys for Central Michigan is to establish your forecheck. A lot of the times you see this team just kind of dump it in the offensive zone and get off for a line change. But this is where you got to help your teammates out and try and get control in the offensive zone here for Central Michigan.
Saudi trying to stretch feed to Darche. Those two aren't able to connect. Puck is controlled in the defensive zone by Colette Janik. Stolen by Saudi. Saudi with a shot saved by Sip. Puck gets knocked loose for a second, but Sip will grab it with her glove for the stop. 15:36 remaining first period. Derek Steele, Michael Rosenkrantz, glad you could join us on this Saturday evening. Current temperature in Mount Pleasant sitting around 36 degrees. Feels like a frigid 32 outside. But hey, you know what, Michael? I will take any temperature above freezing. That little winter freeze we had last week was not a personal fan of that.
Absolutely. That wind chill, Derek, once it gets going, I tell you, it makes for some tough experiences in the cold.
Central Michigan delayed offside. Central Michigan, though, coming off a split to Aurora University as there's Biankowski trying to go between the legs of a player, wasn't able to. Bergen with the steal will knock it back to Whitus.
I like the aggressiveness there from Biankowski, trying to make a move, try and deke Savannah Sip a little bit, but she just couldn't handle the puck.
Puck just a little bit strong for McAuslin. Bergen trying to knock it into the offensive zone. She's not able to. Puck controlled for a second by the Buckeyes. Hutchinson will knock it into the neutral zone. There's Bushin. Stolen by the Chippewas. Alyssa Gray going to go after it. She loses the race. Liatino now with it. Grace Liatino, 15 games played, 1 goal, no assists so far for her. And Michael, that's something we've talked to head coach Chris Haney about. He said they want to get the top lines going as the puck will go down the length of the ice, and icing is the call. But talking to head coach Chris Haney this week, that's something he talked to us a lot about, is trying to get the second, the third line going a little bit more in scoring.
Yeah, when you have your top line full of dominant players such as Caitlin Williams, Gabby Nixon, and Kylie Del Rey, and your second and third lines, they have potential on them. You just haven't seen a lot of the goals being scored by your second or third line. So again, going back to that team effort, this is where everybody's got to do their part in order to win these games.
Faceoff was won by the Buckeyes. Barnett with it though. She'll get it to Gray, who's able to get it out of the zone. Liatino collects though, high point. Liatino will circle Lawrence, gives it back to Barnett. Ohio State doing a very good job of pressuring Central Michigan as Nixon trying to win the foot race. Oh, barely by the measure of centimeters. Will lose that to Sydney DeMarco.
Wow. I certainly didn't think that would be called an icing, but we stand corrected. And another key to the game, as we take a look at both the speed of Central Michigan and Ohio State. For Central Michigan, you want to outpace Ohio State. Get into their passing lanes, prevent their scoring chances. Derek, this is a team that at the time when we were doing our stats, this team had 65 total assists. They passed this puck a lot, and Central Michigan needs to do everything they can to stop that.
And we've seen that already from Ohio State a lot, is those centering feeds that they try and get the puck in front of the net. As talking about a centering feed, there's Central Michigan in the offensive zone. Del Rey, good to see her back on the ice. And after she took a tumble, Palmer at the blue line will get it to Williams. Williams in the corner. There's that centering feed to Haney in front of the net, loose, and Sip, and she scores! Kylie Del Rey, number 14 on the season for the sophomore out of Woodside, Illinois. Central Michigan strikes first, 1-0.
I tell you, Derek, when Kylie Del Rey went down with an injury, the whole room you could hear a pin drop in that room. Now with Kylie Del Rey coming back on the ice, getting that first tally of the night, that has got to be a major confidence booster for this Central Michigan team.
So 5:42 into the game, Central Michigan strikes first. Goal from Del Rey, her 14th of the season. So how about that, Michael? Your top 3-point scorers of the season connecting for your first goal of the weekend. And oh, watch out, Central Michigan trying to get some space. There's Williams. Williams on the left side. Williams with a shot just wide of Sip. Del Rey top circle. She'll wrap it around for Williams. Williams with the cross-centering feed, and that's poked away to the corner by the Buckeyes. That's where Hutchinson will grab it. And Ohio State trying to exit the zone. They'll get the stretch pass. No, they won't. That goes back to Whitus. Del Rey from Nixon and Williams at the 5:42 mark of the first period gives Central Michigan the 1-0 lead. For Del Rey's second game in a row, she has scored the only goal in the 3-1 loss against Aurora University last weekend. As we mentioned, Central Michigan split that series with Aurora University, winning 2-0 the first game, and then losing 3-1 the second game. Bree Schroer with her third shutout of the season for Central Michigan. And Michael, what a season it's been for Bree Schroer.
Bree Schroer has stepped up greatly when this team needs her to. Bree Schroer has been, she's been that goalie that Central Michigan has greatly relied on at some points of the season. And Bree Schroer, she's been getting a lot of playing time this season.
She has 10 games played, 9-1 record for 3 shutouts, 232 goals against average. And Michael, the stat that pops off the sheet for me, 936 save percentage for Schroer.
That's a heck of a save percentage when you're a collegiate hockey goalie. Goalie, I think, is one of the toughest positions out there in hockey. I mean, you get so much pressure thrown at you, but just to be able to save that many shots is truly special. And Bree Schroer is a truly special player.
Bergen tries to poke check. She's not able to get there. Central Michigan holding on to this 1-0 lead. There's Annie Castor speeding down the right side. Tries the centering feed. There it is. Oh, blocked before it could get to Savannah Sip. Bergen once again trying the centering feed. She's not able to get anywhere near the net.
And that's my third key of the game, Derek. Apply pressure on Savannah Sip. She's one of the top goalies that you're going to find in the College Hockey East Conference. Apply as much pressure as you can on Savannah Sip. Don't let her get off easy goals that she can be able, easy shots that she can be able to block. Get that centering feed, and I like how Central Michigan has been doing that so far.
Ohio State possesses the puck. There's Robertson. Puck stays into the zone to Angerson. Angerson with the shot saved by Lawrence. First, really good scoring opportunity for Ohio State. Really like what Zoe Lawrence has shown us so far, though, tonight.
Zoe Lawrence has been starting off very, very well for the game. And drawing your attention to that centering feed there, Central Michigan was there to block that centering feed. That's got to be consistent throughout. Get into OSU passing lanes and break up those scoring chances. Great job so far down low.
Oh, watch out. Williams with the steal. Central Michigan, if they hustle back, might have a 2-on-1. Williams trying to crash in that. Williams with the shot saved by Sip. Rebound as that goes high above the net. There's Nixon. Nixon trying the centering feed. She can't. There it is to DeMarco. DeMarco trying to go coast to coast. She has one player to her left. Good poke check there by Whitus. Nixon trying to dump it in the zone. She's not able to. Puck goes back to Hutchinson. Hutchinson will dump it in the zone, and Ingramson will go retreat into her own corner to grab it.
Again, both these teams playing very aggressive so far, using speed to their advantage, and they're matching each other's pace right now. This has been a great first period so far, but Ohio State just haven't gotten many scoring chances so far.
Watch out, Delray. Delray tries to go between the legs. Puck will be poked into the corner. That's where Hubert will grab it. Hubert trying to centering feed to Delray. Those two are able to connect. What a season it's been for Brooke Hubert, though. 3 goals, 7 assists for 10 points.
Yeah, Brooke Hubert, another double-digit point scorer here for Central Michigan, and she's been contributing greatly to the Central Michigan offense, which has been clicking in many, many games throughout the season.
Lepore will touch the puck into neutral ice. That's where Saudi will steal it. Zoe Saudi, the sophomore out of Belleville, Michigan, making her second season for this hockey team. She has the puck. There's a shot saved by Sip.
Fans, we want to remind you that the CMU Club Hockey Network YouTube channel is your one-stop shop for highlights, exclusive interviews, and full game broadcasts for CMU Women's D2 and Men's Division III hockey. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so as never to miss a moment of Chippewa hockey. Go to YouTube and search CMU Club Hockey Network to find the channel. CCHN, your home for Chippewa hockey.
9:52 first period. There's a shot saved by Sip. Rebound in front of the net as bodies are hitting the ground. Sip somehow able to dive on the puck, gets the whistle. 6 seconds bled off the clock. Clock is reading 9:46 here first period.
Great job by Savannah Sip to sprawl out and get that puck. She had many bodies out in front of her, and it would have been much harder for her to stop that shot, as there's another shot on Sip.
That was Biankowski with the shot. Central Michigan trying to crash the net once again. Puck will retreat behind Savannah Sip. Saudi with it for a second, trying to get it to Castor. Ohio State will come out with it, though. Barnett with it. Top point as there's a shot blocked by the Buckeyes. Will retreat into the corner. Janik with it. What a season it's been for Colette Janik. Michael, we talked about Nicole DeMarco being your one player to watch for. As there's a shot saved by Lawrence as she'll freeze the puck. But Colette Janik is your second player to watch for Ohio State. What can you tell us about Janik?
Yeah, Colette Janik, in her 8 games played, she has a goal, 9 assists for 10 points. Colette Janik is 1 assist away from back-to-back seasons of double-digit assists. Where she's at right now, 9 assists, that's 7th in the CHE. She's not really a very strong goal scorer, But a thing to point out about Colette Janik, she passes the puck a lot and creates those scoring chances for her teammates.
Off the draw, Ohio State able to get a shot on Lawrence, who makes the easy save. Faceoff will be in the right circle. Won by Central Michigan. Whitish trying to wrap around. She's not able to get it to Leotino. There's a shot through traffic blocked by Hutchinson into the corner. Leotino with the puck. Tries to stretch pass, but that will go for icing. 8:35 remaining. And Michael, a lot of start and stop here through the last 20 seconds or so gameplay. Who do you think that gives a little bit more of an advantage to?
Now, with the icing coming into the Ohio State end, they want to try and win this draw and create that scoring chance right off the draw. But Central Michigan has been able to outpace Ohio State so far.
Ohio State did win the draw. Shot off the faceoff was blocked into the corner. Leotino trying to get the wraparound pass. She's not able to. Gray trying to clear the puck. Hutchinson will retreat into the corner to grab it. Trying to find Gray. Puck is cleared by Leotino. Central Michigan going out for a change. As Barnett Williams Delray comes onto the ice. The puck hits Barnett up around the knee area. Shot saved by Lawrence. And see what the call is. Faceoff's going to be to the right of Zoe Lawrence.
Could have been a high stick on Central Michigan to keep the puck in the Central Michigan defensive end. Ohio State will look for another scoring opportunity here.
Think the referee might have frozen the puck. Nonetheless, action is back underway as Central Michigan's able to dump the puck the length of the ice. Delray trying to get back to negate the icing. She's not able to. Once again, Michael, icing on Central Michigan.
Yeah, Central Michigan has just been trying to clear the puck right now, which is giving Ohio State a lot of chances down low in their defensive end. And if you're Central Michigan, you want to try and maintain control of the puck rather than just clear it down the offensive end, because Ohio State at some point will take advantage of this opportunity.
7:42. First period. Wraparound attempt for the Buckeyes. As they're trying to get pressure on Lawrence, not able to. Williams will come out with the puck. Williams in a 3-on-1 will somehow get the puck to Delray, who gets a shot on Sip, but Savannah Sip is able to fall down on the puck. 7:17 remaining first period.
Again, Central Michigan so far has been doing a great job on getting pressure to Savannah Sip. And it looks like Savannah Sip is kind of laboring a little bit as she's kind of hunched over in her crease.
As Palmer and DeMarco that's Janik trying to fight for the puck. Janik goes down. Ohio State fans wanting a penalty, none upcoming. Saudi's able to dump the puck into the offensive zone. Trying to go on the forecheck once again at Central Michigan. There's Hubert trying to get the wraparound feed as there's a shot saved by Sip. Rebound is loose. Gets back out to the Hutchinson at the blue line. Hutchinson trying to knock it down low. Stolen by the Buckeyes. Kept in, though, by Hutchinson. Hubert trying to grab the puck. Overskates it by a hair. There's Janik going the other way. Oh, good poke there by Tate Hutchinson. Hutchinson trying to go end-to-end. She gets taken down. No call upcoming. DeMarco. Good play there by Annie Castor. Kept into the zone by McGoslin. Puck will go the length of the ice. Ohio State will regroup in their own end. Janik. Janik with a shot saved by Lawrence. 5:54 remaining. Puck out to the blue line. There's a shot saved by Lawrence. Puck actually never made it to Lawrence. It was blocked once again by Central Michigan. Castor with it in the corner. Tries the wraparound, kept in at the blue line, though, by McAusland. McAusland with a shot somehow finds its way through, but is wide of the net. Castor will dump the puck into the neutral zone. DeMarco will grab it, gives it back to McAusland. McAusland, trying to go end to end, will dump wide of Lawrence. Barnett will grab it behind Lawrence. Ohio State getting a wholesale change. Puck just wide of Leotino. She'll try and beat out the icing, but is not able to, excuse me. Once again, icing on the Chippewas.
Yeah, Derek, I think paying attention to that last possession where Central Michigan was in Ohio State's defensive end, the centering feed has been used quite a lot, but Ohio State's picking up on it almost immediately now. And mind you, folks, this is the first meeting between these two teams. So the question is, how will they be able to learn off of one another? And Ohio State's learning very quickly as there's a shot saved by Lawrence.
Another really good shot saved by Zoe Lawrence. And talking to Chris Haney this week, that's what he talked about, is that learning period for both of these teams. They have not played each other yet. Ohio State, I would argue, having a little bit more of the advantage as Central Michigan does live stream their games. Ohio State does not, so no film, or I shouldn't say no film, very limited film on this Ohio State team. So Central Michigan having the growing pains. But I would argue, Michael, they have done a really good job out of the gates here tonight.
Absolutely, Derek. I mean, this team is playing with fire. Central Michigan is on a mission right now, and they're wanting to make this second semester strong, and they're trying to punch their ticket to nationals for the second straight year.
Top 4 teams from the Central region going to nationals, as we mentioned. Central Michigan and rankings number 3 that came out yesterday is currently second, in the Central, only sitting behind the reigning national champion Sioux College. Sioux winning the national title last year in Marlborough, Massachusetts. This national tournament coming up in March is Lawrence is able to pounce on the puck, 3:58 remaining. National tournament this year, Michael, being held once again in St. Louis, Missouri. Getting to go to, what's it called? The Gateway to the West?
I believe it is called the Gateway to the West, and I've actually never been to Missouri, but with all the hype around nationals and from what I've seen when I first discovered CCHN, it's truly a special place to have nationals for the ACHA.
National Tournament Week. I should say National Tournament Weeks, as the National Tournament is going to be spanned through 3 weeks as a Buckeye hits the deck. Ohio State fans wanting a call, not getting one. The call on the ice, though, is icing once again. National Tournament, Michael, man, it's such a special time. We'll never forget that buzz around the New England Sports Complex last year. Reagan and myself being able to go. Speaking of Reagan Cleaves, what a win it was for the men's team today. Men's Division III team taking down Illinois State 7-0.
7-0. Central Michigan outscoring ISU a total of 13-1 in their 2-game set. The men's team riding great momentum as they go on to the last part of the season, and Caleb Woolery getting his first shutout.
There's a shot just wide of the net by Castor. Central Michigan men's Division III team extending their winning streak to 3 games, taking down Oakland last Saturday from right here in Martin Ice Arena, and then sweeping Illinois State as there's a shot just wide of the net. They'll host Northwood next Friday and Saturday in a home-and-home game. Next Friday being home from Martin Ice Arena. Saturday going at Midland Civic Center. 7 p.m. puck drop time for next Friday's game. You can catch that right here on CCHN. But until then, Michael, we still have hockey to be played here. Really good steal by Biankowski. Hutchinson will circle in our own zone. Pass off the board into neutral zone. Taken right away by the Buckeyes. That was McAusland. But she was swarmed by a Harness of Chippewas. And icing will be waved off. Ohio State trying to go the other way. Poke check by Delray. Oh, good steal there by Nixon coming out of no man's land. There's McAuslin, though, in neutral zone. She'll dump it on Lawrence, who will let it go wide of her. Lepore will grab it. Gabby Lepore, the freshman out of Park Ridge, Illinois. One of many freshmen on this Central Michigan team. As Lepore will go chase the puck down in her own zone. And Michael, I know we've talked about this freshman class, though, time and time again. But man, what a special freshman class. As there's a junior Palmer with the shot just wide in net. Sip will grab it with her stick. Central Michigan collects in the corner, though. There's Biankowski. Biankowski with the shot. Biankowski with the rebound. And the puck finally taken away towards the far wall.
Yeah, Derek, this freshman class for Central Michigan has been outstanding. We talk about it time and time again. You have very vocal leaders on and off the ice. Mac Barnett, Kylie Del Rey. But this freshman class is going to be something special for years to come.
Less than a minute remaining in the period. There's Haney. We'll drop it down low for Saudi. Palmer with it just short of the blue line. Gets it back down low to Castor. Castor stop and go. Castor back to Biankowski. Biankowski has the puck stick to her skates and taken away by DeMarco. 23 seconds remaining in the period. There's Sydney DeMarco trying to go coast to coast. Sydney DeMarco crashing the net. Shot saved by Lawrence. Rebound as the puck is loose and taken by Central Michigan towards the far boards. There's another shot saved by Lawrence. 8.4 seconds remain on the clock.
That second chance shot, I didn't really think Lawrence saw that one coming, but good on her being able to get those blockers out and being able to freeze the puck, preventing Ohio State from scoring. With hell of another chance with 8.4 to go in the first period.
Fans, make sure to stay tuned for the first intermission report coming right up on CCHN due to technical difficulties. We will still have the intermission report, just won't be as it normally is, but Michael Rosenkrantz will take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Huge wins by both the men's and women's basketball against the Broncos. But the first intermission report coming up at the conclusion of this period is there's a shot saved by Lawrence. What a pad save there from the freshman as she hands the puck back to the referee. 5.2 seconds remain in the period.
Big time save there from Zoe Lawrence. And every time she gets the puck frozen, the crowd erupts. Chippewa faithful is showing strong here tonight for the freshman goaltender.
Shot blocked. Williams trying to beat the buzzer. Williams will not get the shot off before the buzzer. So after one period, it's Kylie Del Rey at the 5:42 mark from Gabriella Dixon and Caitlin Williams, giving Central Michigan the 1-0 lead. Make sure to stay tuned for the first intermission report brought to you by CMUWomen'sHockey.com. Michael Rosenkrantz will have this. We'll have that right after this break on CCHN, your home for Chippewa hockey.
And welcome back on inside Martin Ice Arena, where Central Michigan Chippewas are taking on the Ohio State Buckeyes. Right now, Central Michigan leads 1-0 after 20 minutes of play. Michael Rosencrantz here with you for your first intermission report. Just kind of taking a look really quickly at the pace of both these teams. One of the big keys to the game. Can Central outpace OSU? These teams have never met before, but Central Michigan, with their very limited film that they've had on Ohio State, have been able to outpace them greatly here so far. Ohio State getting plenty of scoring chances so far on certain icings for the Chippewas that kept happening repeatedly. But how about Zoe Lawrence so far in the first 20 minutes, saving all 9 of Ohio State shots, and CMU has 12 shots. Savannah Sip letting 1 goal through, but nonetheless has saved 11 of 12 here so far. Taking a look really quickly at your out-of-town scoreboard. The men's Division II team had a clash against Northern Michigan. It's a start of the 4-game home-and-home series over the next 2 weekends. They had matches yesterday and today, and then they'll have their second weekend home and home on February 9th and February 10th. Those warm-ups coming at 4:30 and 9 o'clock p.m. respectively. You can catch John Gervasi on Black Dog Hockey to catch the live stream. As far as men's Division III, kind of went over it in the first period there with Derek, but great win for the men's team, 7-0 earlier today over Illinois State, outscoring the Redbirds 13-1 in that series. Central Michigan next week for the men's Division III team is going to look to take on Northwood February 2nd and 3rd. Northwood, another hot name coming in the men's Division III. They could potentially be making a run towards nationals as well, so be on the lookout for Northville. Should have a fun, action-packed stack series for you next weekend. And taking a look at other games coming up, Notre Dame and Northern Michigan is currently going on right now. So is Wisconsin and Aurora, probably nearing the end of that one. That later tonight is Bowling Green State, and Loyola Chicago. You can catch that puck drop at 10:10 p.m. For all the scores, you can go to acha.com and find the scores there. And taking a look really quickly at the Chippewas scoreboard. What a day it is to be if you are a Chippewas fan. Both men's and women's basketball knocking off their arch rivals, the Western Michigan Broncos. Men's basketball winning 62-55, women's winning 53-45. I tell you, folks, when Western Michigan comes to McGurk in February, be there and pack the barn on Broomfield. You certainly don't want to miss it. That'll just about do it for the first intermission. Central Michigan leads 1-0. How will second period action fare? That and more coming up next. Stay here. Don't go away. You're watching CMU D2 Women's Hockey on CCHN.
Second period action underway, almost underway here from Martin Ice Arena. Game 1 of the 2-game series between your Central Michigan Chippewas and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Derek Steele, Michael Rosenkrantz. Glad you could join us on this beautiful Saturday evening. Michael, what a first period it was for Central Michigan. 12-9, the final shot count in that first period. The only goal scored by Kylie Delray. It was at the 5:42 mark of the first period, assisted by Nixon and Williams.
That top line, Derek, getting in action again. Nixon, Williams, and Kylie Delray all doing their part. And again, this is another moment where the second and third lines can get a little bit more involved too. And I got to tell you, how about Zoe Lawrence in the first period, saving all 9 of Ohio State's shots, folks? Be on the lookout for Zoe Lawrence in the second period.
Lawrence, the freshman out of Sterling Heights, Michigan. She did make one appearance so far this year. It was the second game against Sioux College. It was a loss for Central Michigan. She did come in relief. A 20.07 goals against average and a 700 save percentage coming in into tonight for the freshman. Second period underway. Central Michigan going right to left across your screen. Ohio State going left to right. Nixon with the puck, high point. She'll crash down, trying to get in front of the net. There's a shot, loose puck, and somehow saved by Savannah Sip, getting the blocker out in front of Zoe Saudi.
Great save by Savannah Sip to get that puck away and out of the net from Zoe Saudi. And again, Central Michigan is bringing the pressure early, keeping and applying that pressure to Savannah Sip. They've got to continue to do that throughout this game.
Face off one cleanly by Nixon. Ohio State with the puck in the corner zone. Williams back to the blue line for Lepore. Lepore with a shot saved by Sip. Puck will go into the left corner. That's where Ohio State will grab it. Tipped by Nicole. That was Abby Cox with the tip. Number correction for Ohio State. Number 2 for the Scarlet is Phelan Brown Grant, the freshman out of Black Lick, Ohio, wearing number 2. Got that clarified in the intermission break. Hutchinson with the puck, though. Has it stolen by the Buckeyes. There's a shot saved by Lawrence. Keller with it. Will get her shot back. Gives it to Cox. Cox trying to find someone low slot. She's able to. Puck will trickle out of the zone, and the Buckeyes will have to retreat.
That's a great centering feed attempt there from the Buckeyes. Just couldn't be handled there.
Nice steal there by Delray. Is onside. She'll get it to Williams. Williams with space. Williams shot. Oh, sends it just high of the net. There's a shot saved by Sip with the stick. Bergen keeps it into the zone. She'll dump it to the right of Savannah Sip. Get in right there by a shot. And she scores. Annie Castor. No. Yes, Annie Castor. 3rd goal of the season, 7th point on the season.
3rd goal from a sharp angle. Central Michigan leads 2-0. And getting another one past Savannah Sip. Central Michigan's offense has been clicking so far. And Annie Castor on the 3rd line getting that scoring opportunity and capitalizing off of it.
So a minute 55 into this period, Central Michigan will strike. The shot from Castor is unassisted. Second score of the night for CMU. Got one early in the first period, got one here early in the second period. Shot is saved by Sip.
Great offensive play there from Central Michigan. That pass was dropped off, sort of another little centering feed just outside of the right circle, but Savannah Sip able to make the save on that one.
Face off won by the Buckeyes. Castor, the first one to touch up the puck, though. She's with it now. Trying to get it to Bergen. Good poke check there by the Buckeyes. That was Allie Kasky with the poke. Biankowski with the puck. She'll send it wide of Sip. Puck is controlled in the corner by Riley Robinson. as Lawrence will jump on the puck and get the freeze. Second period action here on CCHN. Game 1 of a 2-game series. These two teams will rematch from right here at Martin Ice Arena tomorrow afternoon. Pre-game show will start roughly at about 12 o'clock noon. Right before the Detroit Lions take on the San Francisco 49ers in the NFC Championship game. Man, Michael, growing up as a Lions fan, there's a shot blocked through traffic. Whitus with it, kept into the zone by the Buckeyes. But being a Lions fan, that's a sentence that I thought would never come out of my mouth. Lions going to the NFC Championship game. They're 60 minutes of football away from making it to the Super Bowl.
I did not think that sentence would ever be said in most of our lifetimes, but here we are. Lions are 60 minutes away from a Super Bowl, and
Garrett.
they got a tough contest ahead of them against the 49ers, but anything is possible Sunday night.
Jared Goff chants were heard around the state of Michigan earlier this week.
I got to tell you, the state of Michigan, and particularly the city of Detroit, is ready for something special. They're seeing something special, and they're hoping for another special moment come Sunday.
There was a tweet sent out by Jim Costa today. This is what the tweet said, Michael. So in the last 40 hours, we've heard Jared Goff chants at, we'll get to that in a second as Hutchinson gets back to the puck, controlled by the Buckeyes. So there's been Jared Goff chants heard at Red Wings games, Pistons games, Michigan hockey, Western Michigan hockey, and a high school cheer competition.
Wow.
That's in the last 48 hours.
In the last 48 hours. Right now, folks, the state of Michigan is electric about your Detroit Lions. Cannot wait to see what they do on Sunday.
Can imagine we'll see a lot of Honolulu blue here in the stands tomorrow from Martin Ice Arena, as well as a lot of maroon and gold and scarlet red.
Might be a little mixture of colors with both the maroon and gold and the Honolulu blue, but you know what? We're all coming together as one state when the Lions are playing San Fran on Sunday.
6:30 p.m. tip-off or kickoff for that game. There's Delray in the corner. She's getting double-teamed. Williams with it. Williams trying to find a teammate. She'll take a shot as that ricochets off Delray and behind the net. Nixon with it, though. Nixon will get it back up to Lepore. Lepore with the shot blocked by Williams. Thinks she got hit by a little bit of friendly fire there. Avery White taking the puck down the length of the ice. She'll crash in that. She'll try and go to the backhand. Oh, good defense there by Caitlin Williams, though. Good block there by Nixon. Puck kept into the zone, though, for a second by McAusland. Central Michigan with it in neutral ice. Gets it to Delray. Delray has the puck skip off her stick for a second. She's able to control, though. Gives it right back. Is in hot pursuit. And the puck will go down the length of the ice. Icing will be waved off, though. Good job by Gracie Keller to get back to negate the icing. As the Chippewas go down, delayed penalty coming up. First penalty of the game coming up. As let's see who's going to the box. That's going to be Nicole DeMarco going to the box for a trip.
Cole DeMarco going into the box for the Buckeyes. This is the first chance that Central Michigan going on the power play. And again, Derek, this is another moment where you want to establish your forecheck, especially in the power play. Special teams have done a lot this season. And this is a really important moment to try and get yourself up to a more comfortable 3-goal lead.
Central Michigan has struggled on the power play, though, as of recently. One of 21 in their last 4 games, including 0 for 16 against Aurora University last weekend. So, Michael, this is a power play that has recently has struggled, as there's a shot from Hutchinson saved by Sitt.
Great vision by Sipp, able to take that puck all the way in and make the glove save. And yeah, Derek, this power play has definitely struggled as of late. But again, you want to establish the forecheck and be able to get those scoring chances for Central Michigan.
Face off won by the Chippewas, trying to wrap around as there's a save by Sip as she'll get the glove on the puck. 1:30 remaining in the Nicole DeMarco trip. 13:28 remaining in the period.
Savannah Sip has done a lot of work in her crease, has let 2 goals gone by, but she's faced relentless pressure all night.
Face off won by the Buckeyes. Good job by Biankowski to keep the puck in the zone for a second, though. Buckeyes able to clear the puck. Palmer will grab it along her own red line. Tries to get it to Caster, kept in, though, by McLaughlin. And Michael, this is what we've seen from the CMU power play, not able to get a lot of offensive zone time. As I say that, Williams takes the puck back into the offensive zone. Fight for it along the corner for it. Puck will leak out to the Buckeyes. That was out to McLaughlin. As icing will be the call. 12:41 remaining. 42 seconds remaining in CMU's first power play of the night.
That's tough for Central Michigan to getting icing there while you're on the power play. Now Ohio State has a chance shorthanded to get a goal opportunity. Power play has been generally quiet here for Central Michigan. See if they can win the faceoff and get another rush it.
There's the faceoff win by CMU, trying to give something for the fans to cheer about for the third time tonight. Delray and Caster doing just that. The 2 threes, number 13 and number 3 for CMU with the 2 goals on the night, as there's a shot just wide of Lawrence. Hutchinson will go and collect. There's 20 seconds remaining on the power play. Williams will tip the puck to negate the icing. She'll win the race to the puck as well. Collects the puck in the corner, trying to find a teammate. She'll circle high point. And the Chippewas will lose the puck. That's Sydney DeMarco going the other way. Both teams back to full strength. So the Nicole DeMarco power play, or penalty, going nowhere.
Oh, look out here.
As there's a Chippewa getting knocked down in front of Zoe Lawrence. Some fisticuffs, as Reagan Cleaves would call it. Breakout. Nothing too bad, though.
Yeah, that came a little bit after the whistle. Central Michigan player got knocked down on the ice. Tempers flaring a little bit early as the Buckeyes find themselves down 2-0 with just around 11 minutes to go in the second period.
It's going to be Brooke Hubert and Haley O'Donnell to dig in for the faceoff. Won by O'Donnell. Barnett's going to win the race to the puck along the near boards, though. Cleared out of the zone by Darche as she'll go chase to negate the icing. Icing will actually not be called as the puck was touched before the trapezoid. Trying to get to the puck to Darche just a little bit out of her stretch. Kept in the zone by Hubert, though. Had Barnett sitting right behind her, but a good job by Brooke Hubert to keep the puck in her zone. Puck was intercepted by Brown Grant. There's Saudi. Saudi will dump the puck into the zone, and Darche will go into the corner to chase it. She is not able to get to the puck, though. Palmer with it. She goes down. Bergen trying to get it to Hubert. But, oh, watch out. Ohio State with numbers. There's a shot as that hit the crossbar, somehow came out of the net. Zoe Lawrence with a break there for a second.
Fortunate bounce there off the crossbar as that puck was inches away from going in and cutting Central Michigan's lead to 1.
Play is whistle dead. So the face-off will be in Central Michigan's zone. And you know, Michael, we've talked about Zoe Lawrence a lot here tonight. Really impressive first career start in the maroon and gold so far through just under a period and a half.
Absolutely. She's faced a lot of shots, but fortunately being able to see the puck all the way and just calmly be able to block it and freeze the puck. Zoe Lawrence has been playing outstanding so far.
CMU won the draw. Board pass just a little bit out of the stretch of Sandra Biankowski. So it'll be icing Fans, just a reminder that the broadcast of today's game is a copyrighted presentation of the American Collegiate Hockey Association, the CMU Club Hockey Network, Moore Hall TV, and WMHW. No reproduction, retransmission, or other distributions, other descriptions, or accounts of this game may take place without the express written consent of the ACHA, CCHN, MHTV, and WMHW. Oh, watch out. Ohio State player goes down. There's Caster 2-on-1 Bruin. Caster with a shot just wide of the net. Good job by Whitus to keep the puck into the zone. Hutchinson will go grab the puck. Icing is waved off. Puck will be just strong for Bergen. Delayed offside, so Hutchinson will touch up. Just out of the stretch of Biankowski, CMU going off for a line change. And an icing is called, so CMU is still...
No, looks like they're going to come back out. They're going to not let Central Michigan change on this icing here.
Yeah, CMU's having to bring back out the same line.
And for Central Michigan, this is another opportunity where they've given up a lot of icing. Ohio State getting another scoring chance here.
CMU getting a 2-on-1 developing. Puck was just strong for Caitlin Williams. That was Delray trying to set up Williams. Said those two names a lot here tonight for CMU, respectively. Williams currently leading the team in assists as there's a shot. Good blocker save there by Lawrence. Shot from the blue line is tipped as there's a shot at point blank range just wide of the net. Delray trying to clear the puck. She's able to get it to Nixon. Nixon to Williams. Back to Nixon. 2-on-1 developing. Nixon has the puck just hit off her skate. She tries a centering feed. No one home for CMU, though. Barnett with the puck. She'll get it back to Lapore. Lapore trying to find Saudi. Will get the puck back right at neutral ice. Tip by Robinson and collected it. Oh, good job by Saudi to get in there and apply some pressure. Ohio State still with the puck, though. There was a shot right into the wickets of Mac Barnett. She's able to collect it. Hubert. Trying to go coast to coast. She's pushed along the boards. Ohio State will regain possession right behind Savannah Sip. 8 minutes even remaining in this period. Derek Steele, Michael Rosenkrantz, thanks for joining us for game one of the 2-game series between Ohio State and Central Michigan. First series in both teams' history playing each other. Non-conference game here this weekend. And oh, watch out. Ohio State with the breakaway. There's a shot. Oh, good save by Lawrence. As that'll get the crowd out of their seat. How about that from the freshman out of Sterling Heights?
What a save by Zoe Lawrence. The worst thing that can happen is a breakaway. Ohio State all alone. And great vision from Zoe Lawrence. Able to get the blocker out. Poke that away. I tell you, Zoe Lawrence has continuing to be dominant through these first two periods.
Darche trying to find Simbro. Puck just a little bit strong. She'll get it right back, though. Overstates it as she's going off for a line change. CMU getting a couple of fresh bodies onto the ice. Biankowski, one of them, trying to go in and get the poke check. Puck will stay with Avery White, though. Palmer will retreat to her own trapezoid to grab it. There's Biankowski. Oh, nice go. Stop and go move by Biankowski. She goes down. Penalty upcoming. And Central Michigan will go to the power play for the second time this period.
That was interesting, Derek. That fall was a little delayed there. And I think as that fall was happening, I was getting ready to put my arm up, and sure enough, the official put his arm up. Central Michigan gets back on their second power play.
That's Abby Cox going to the box for a trip. So CMU 0 for 1 on the power play. More notably, 1 for 22.
Very nice rhyme scheme there. Abby Cox going to the box. I like that.
Didn't even try and do it on purpose. Trip is the call on Cox, as that'll send her to the box. Okay, now that just felt forced. CMU trying to cash in on their second power play opportunity of the night as Williams had it backdoor but wasn't able to find it. Hutchinson misplays the puck. She'll have to retreat in her own zone to grab it. Touched up by Williams. Controlled by the Buckeyes, though. Puck going to the right of Zoe Lawrence. Hutchinson will go and grab it. Hutchinson up to Delray. Delray will enter her own zone. Enter the offensive zone, excuse me. Will kick the puck over to Williams as she lost her stick for a second. Good job by Whitus to keep the puck at the blue line. There it is, back to Williams. Williams trying to find Nixon as the puck will go up and out of play. 50 seconds remaining on the Cox penalty.
Ohio State's been doing a great job of meeting up with Central Michigan at neutral ice, being able to clear the puck. And Ohio State doing a great job of getting in the way of some shots to block them. And Central Michigan, with the face-off in Ohio State's defensive end, will have yet another scoring opportunity on power play.
Couple of CMU alumni here in this. I shouldn't. Let me rephrase that. A couple of former CMU hockey players in the building here tonight as Mariah Wilson and Bree Mermeluk, two former women's hockey players watching this one on, rooting on their former teammates as there's a shot. Nice save by Sip as it was Hubert screening in front and Hubert trying to take a tumble as it looks like she got hit up high. Wilson and Mermeluk looking on here so far.
Yeah, it looked like Hubert was getting into it with either Savannah Sip or another player on Ohio State. Then a little shove from the back, but no harm, no foul.
Saudi comes in to win the draw. There it is to Whitus at the blue line. Whitus back to Saudi White point. That was actually left point. Saudi back to Whitus. Whitus just wide. We'll get it to Barnett. Barnett keeping it at the blue line. She'll take the shot as it hits off a CMU skater. Trying to find Saudi back door. She had a clean 2/3 of the net, not able to connect though. 5 seconds remaining on the Abby Cox penalty. Barnett from the blue line. She'll take yet another shot just wide of the net, and Ohio State is back to full strength. There it is, Castor as she shots just wide of the net.
Another power play for Central Michigan where they just couldn't really do anything, couldn't really get it into the offensive zone. Ohio State doing a great job on the penalty kill, and that is 0 for 2 now on the power play for Central Michigan as that stretch now goes to 1 for 23 on power play.
Ohio State trying to once again find that stretch pass, not able to connect with Grace Keller. There's Castor trying to find Simbro. Hutchinson will grab it as she'll circle her teammate Zoe Lawrence. Alyssa Gray back into neutral ice. Collected by Hutchinson as she'll dump it right to, that was Maddie McDevitt. Lepore trying to clear the zone. She's not able to. Good job by the Buckeyes to keep that in. There's Delray. Sorry, that's Hutchinson, excuse me. Hutchinson trying to find Castor as the puck will go the length of the ice, and it'll go for icing. 3:24 remaining in the period. Fans, make sure to stay tuned for the second intermission report. Either myself or Ryan Donnelly will have that intermission report. Take a look at the professional out-of-town scoreboard. Detroit Red Wings and Vegas Golden Knights just dropped a minute ago, or a few minutes ago. Last check of the score, Red Wings up 2-0. Dylan Larkin and Jake Wallman with the 2 goals to give the Red Wings the 2-0 lead. As there's a shot off the draw, saved though by Zoe Lawrence.
How about Dylan Larkin for the Red Wings, Derek? I tell you, he's been on a tear lately. I think this is his 11th or 12th game that he scored a single point for the Red Wings, but that streak is really adding up going forward.
The latest Detroit Red Wings goal was scored by Wallman, assisted by Perron and Mo Sider. What a couple of weeks it's been for Mo Sider, though. Another big Detroit Red Wings name. Delray trying to connect with Williams just a little bit. Outstretched for Caitlin Williams. Ohio State had a 3-on-2 developing. Lawrence able to corral that shot. Williams' pass to Delray was blocked. That was blocked by McLaughlin. Off the board, straight to Hutchinson. Sorry, that's Palmer. There it is to Barnett. Barnett will dump it into the zone. Barnett and Palmer, very familiar defensive partners, played a lot of last year together on the same defensive pairing. There's a shot, loose puck saved by Savannah Singh. Lindsay Filovek on the Ox night. What have you thought about it so far, Michael? Good. Some good music choice?
There's some great music choices in there, Derek. I can't lie, whenever whoever is on the Ox, they can make or break sporting events. And this playlist so far definitely has some great music.
There's Nixon trying to find it low crease. He gets it back to Williams. Puck will go to the end boards. Puck will go back to Williams. Williams trying to find Delray. Delray back out to Barnett. Barnett with the shot. Saved by Sip. Oh, that ricocheted off a Sip. Hit the crossbar. But Savannah Sip able to regroup. 2:05 remaining.
That's a great save by Savannah Sip. That puck hit the crossbar. And Sip was able to corral it. A great save by Savannah Sip. Central Michigan looking for another scoring chance in Ohio State's defensive end.
Face-off won by the Chippewas. Hubert trying to collect it behind Savannah Sip. She's not able to. Loose puck was on the stick of Declan Whitish for a second, but Buckeyes will exit the zone. Have a 2-on-2 brewing. Oh, good job by Hutchinson to keep in front of the passing lane. She'll take it to the end boards to tie it up. Puck loose in the corner. Darche coming in to help Whitish. Hubert standing right there. Comes out to Darche. Darche with Saudi to her right. She'll try the pass off the boards to Saudi, just a little bit strong. Hubert has it stolen by McGoslin. McGoslin with the puck, trying to find her shot. Good job by Hutchinson with the block.
Tate Hutchinson has been playing great defense so far for Central Michigan. First getting her body in the way of the puck. Now a great poke check with the stick. And we're going to get a stoppage in play, and it looks like we're going to have a penalty coming here to
Hubert.
Central Michigan.
It's going to I believe I saw interference. Yep. Slash is going to be the call. So it's going to be Hubert to the box for 2 minutes. Penalty will carry over into the third period. Central Michigan holding on to a 2-0 lead.
This is the first time tonight we're going to see Ohio State's power play. What can they do here to possibly cut the lead to 1?
There's a shot saved that was off of Janik. As the puck was sent down the length of the ice. Good job by Central Michigan to be able to clear the puck. It was a slash on Hubert. There's McGoslin. McGoslin takes Biankowski down. Janik loses it to Castor. Castor, I believe, going to just try and tie it up. She doesn't. The puck goes back to McLaughlin. All the way over to Allison Haney. Haney, 2 goals, 1 assist on the year for Allison Haney. First goal of the season came against Michigan State. 3rd game of the season, and the buzzer sounds for the end of the second period. Second intermission coming right up. Ryan Donnelly will have it. as Central Michigan holds a 2-0 lead after 40 minutes. Make sure to stay tuned for the second intermission. It'll be right after this break on CCHN, your home for Chippewa hockey.
Back at it here at Martin Ice Arena. Ryan Donnelly here to give you your second intermission report. Current score of this contest: Central Michigan to Ohio State, nothing. Taking a look at the second period, it was Annie Castor who notched in that second goal for CMU. Although they do have the lead, they will be going in with one skater out. Brooke Hubert got a slash, and so there will be 1 minute and 11 seconds left on the penalty kill for CMU. CMU, this game, they have played great. Zoe Lawrence, her first career start for CMU, she's played great. She's deflected a lot of passes. She's stayed in the crease, which is the number one rule when it comes into goaltending. All in all, Lawrence has been playing excellent. And the defense, that is something that I want to touch on. This defense has looked phenomenal for CMU. Lots of turnovers, though. That's something that they should clean up. But when they get their puck back, when they got their momentum back, it's all CMU. CMU has dominated this game, and if they keep playing like this, it's going to be a very interesting game coming up in the next game tomorrow at noon. Taking a look at our out-of-town scoreboards, the Detroit Red Wings are playing the Las Vegas Golden Knights, the reigning Stanley Cup champions. It is a 2-2 tie. I'm sorry. Jake Wallman and Dylan Larkin notching goals for the Detroit Red Wings, and I'm sorry, Alex Lyon net for the Detroit Red Wings, and that's all for here for the Detroit Red Wings. AFC NFC Championships tomorrow. The Baltimore Ravens will be taking on the Kansas City Chiefs at 3 o'clock on CBS. And and America's team, the Detroit Lions, will be taking on the San Francisco 49ers at 6:15 on Fox tomorrow. When we come back after this short break, Derek Steele and Michael Rosenkrantz will have the third and final period for you here. So don't go anywhere. You're watching CMU Women's Division II Club Hockey here on CCHN.
Third period action about to get underway. Both teams have taken the ice here. 2-0 CMU lead. Ohio State will start the period on the power play. It was a Hubert slash late in the second period, putting them on the man advantage. 1:11 remaining in that penalty. But Michael, 2-0 lead after 40 minutes. What have you liked from Central Michigan so far through the first two periods?
Well, this is coming back to, again, the relentless pressure that they've been getting on Savannah Sip. Central Michigan has not really. Central Michigan has gotten a lot of scoring chances. Ohio State, though, has been picking up on many of their centering feeds. And Central Michigan, quite frankly, has given Ohio State a lot of opportunities when they have iced the puck. Ohio State just kind of at a stalemate, and Central Michigan is matching up with their pace and causing them to be at that stalemate.
Ohio State on the verge of losing their first game of the season coming into the night. 8-0 coming off a 6-3 win against West Virginia at home last night. Man, Michael, 3 games in 3 days. When does the like tiredness, what's the word I'm looking for?
Fatigue.
Fatigue. Thank you. When does the fatigue start to set in, especially for those skaters having to constantly go up and down the ice?
Well, 60 minutes of hockey is tiring in itself, but I expect in the middle ground you can expect to see the fatigue start to set in. And by that third game coming up tomorrow here for Central Michigan and Ohio State, expect a little bit of fatigue from both ends.
Central Michigan trying to get their 12th win of the season, 11-5, 0-0 record for them. Shot saved by Lawrence. Fans behind the net with the maroon and gold pom-poms. A little bit of a student section developing here for CMU.
Those maroon and gold pom-poms sure are a staple here around Central Michigan.
Imagine we'll see a lot of those next month in the toilet paper toss against Western Michigan,
Absolutely.
February 17th.
Absolutely.
There's a shot just wide of the net.
Zoe Lawrence going right back to work here at the start of the third period, making one quick save.
32 seconds remaining on the power play. Now 30 seconds. Just heard behind me, Joe Valeno scored for the Red Wings, giving them the 3-2 lead. Red Wings trying to win their second game in a row, won against Philadelphia earlier this week, 3-0. Second shutout of the season for Alex Lyon, as there's a wraparound attempt going just wide of Robin McAuslin. Puck will go down the length of the ice, and Central Michigan has cleared off the power play, or the penalty, excuse me. So both teams 0 for 1 in the power play. Excuse me, CMU is 0 for 2 in the power play. Good penalty kill, though, from both teams. Williams with the poke check.
That penalty kill by Central Michigan was incredibly important. Anytime an opposing team is on the power play, you do not want to give them any of those scoring chances. And again, CMU doing a great job of keeping the puck within themselves. Look out here.
Nixon with the shot, saved by Sip. Rebound as Sip is able to dive on the puck. Got shot update from our statistician, Todd Palmer, unofficially 22-15 shots in favor of CMU coming into the period. But Michael, talking about CMU's penalty kill, what a good penalty kill it's been for CMU. As of late, 15 for 16 in a 4-game span, now 16 for 17.
Central Michigan has been clicking on the penalty kill. It's really been their power play that's kind of tipping the scale that one way, but Central Michigan has been making up for it lately with the penalty kill, and a very important penalty kill in that previous possession.
Shot goes just wide of the net. Ricochets around the net. Oh, good pass there by Hutchinson trying to find Delray. Delray not able to streak towards the net. She'll get it to Williams. Williams shot just wide. Puck off the board, takes a wonky bounce for Palmer. She's able to collect it, though. Puck finds his way to Sip, loose in front of the net, and Sip will bounce on the puck. 17:28 remaining in regulation.
That's a good play off the boards there by Central Michigan. Was expecting a little bit of a centering feed because that's what they've been going to all night, but no. Del Rey plays it off the boards, tries to keep it in the offensive zone. Central Michigan will get a face-off rather in Ohio State's defensive zone, looking for another scoring chance here.
Hubert digging into the faceoff circle. She wins the faceoff. Puck will go to Saudi. Saudi trying to find someone high slot. She'll get it to Hubert. Hubert dives the puck in. Puck kept into the zone by the maroon and gold. There it is to Saudi. Oh, good poke check there by the Buckeyes. As that's Nicole DeMarco trying to find the stretch pass. She gets it to Gracie Keller. Stolen, though, by the Chippewas. Kept into the zone. But CMU clears. Oh, watch out. CMU with the 3-on-2. Hubert, good job by Darche to get back on sides. Hubert with the shot. It's blocked by the Buckeyes. Kept into the zone by Saudi. Buckeyes trying to clear the puck. Saudi will dump it in on Sip with the paddle save. There's Keller. Push along the boards. Cleared out of neutral ice by Bergen. CMU fans trying to coming to life here a little bit, seeing their team out to the 2-0 lead, 17 minutes unofficially, as the clock never started after the face-off. So let's see where they decide to put this face-off. Clock is still reading 17:28. Don't know if they're going to take some time off the clock or if they're just going to run it from the 17:28 mark. I believe they're going to run it from the 17:28 mark. I don't think either referee saw the clock not start, as it will start from the 17:28 mark.
And unless the coaches were trying to communicate to them, I didn't hear anything from both benches, Derek. Interesting.
I think Ohio State, I think their head coach, Roy Edwards, is a little bit happy that that clock never started, give them some unofficial playing time.
Absolutely. Pretty much at this point, Ohio State is going to need all the time they can get to find any sign of life and trying to get any scoring chances they can get in this third period.
17 minutes, even 3 minutes gone from the period. There's a shot tipped by Lepore just wide of Lawrence. Touched up by CMU. Puck goes on net, so it will not be an icing. Sip will just glove the puck to get the stoppage. 15 seconds split off, 16:45.
Yeah, CMU skating for the puck back for that icing. It looked like they were a little winded. The line changes might have to be coming a little more frequently if you're head coach Chris Haney. Try and get some fresh bodies out onto the ice.
Hubert once again dives into the faceoff circle. She wins it. Hutchinson will chase it down along the blue line, dumps it down low to the end boards. That's where Simbro will collect. CMU trying to add on to their already 2-0 lead. Hutchinson with it, trying to find their way into second place in the CCWHA standings. Currently, they sit in third place behind Sioux College and Lawrence Tech. They're 2 points behind Lawrence Tech coming into this weekend. Lawrence Tech losing to Dakota College at Bottineau and Assiniboine last weekend. As a shot just wide of net, CMU, as we mentioned, split with Aurora University last weekend. That win for the Spartans, jumping them all the way to 6th place in the recent Central rankings. CMU sitting at 2, currently with one of 4 spots to make the national tournament in March. Obviously, Michael, though, there's still a lot of hockey left to be played.
These rankings, they look promising, but when there's multiple days of hockey left, anything can happen. So winning these games for both teams are ever so important if they want to try and punch their ticket to nationals.
Central Michigan did make it to nationals last year, losing in pool play, did not take a single win in either the CCWHA tournament or the national tournament. And you know, Michael, that's something this leadership group for CMU is preaching to their players. Keep fighting. Don't tire out like you did last season.
Absolutely. That point at the second semester last year, this team only won 2 games, again, to Lawrence
Tech and
Tech
Miami.
and Miami. And now with the stakes even higher, this Central Michigan team, if they can get some good series wins against this Ohio State Buckeyes team, they will have great momentum going forward and are looking promising towards middle of February.
Puck will go down the ice for icing on CMU. 14:47 remaining in regulation. And you make a really good point. If you are able to either split or win this series against Ohio State, you put yourself in a really good place But there's also a really huge series coming up in 2 weekends against Adrian College, that being the second weekend in February, February 10th and 11th, home and home against the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs are a great opponent. They're also ranked in the central standings. I believe they are the 4th team in the rankings for CCWHA. So every team is doing their hardest to try and punch their ticket to nationals. It's going to be who's going to come out stronger, who wants it more going forward. And I think that's going to be something that we'll be able to tell come mid-February.
Sioux College, Central Michigan, Lawrence Tech, Adrian College, so 4 teams. If the season was to end today, would be the 4 teams out of the Central to make the national tournament. There's a big word there, if. There's a lot of hockey left to be played. Ohio State currently ranked 5th in the Southeast. Michael, luckily for them, top 5 teams from the Southeast make nationals.
Top 5 from the Southeast make nationals indeed, Derek, but they're right on the verge of that 6th spot. So if they're coming into Mount Pleasant this weekend, they're going to need all that they can get and try and steal one from the Chippewas.
Face off won by the Buckeyes. We mentioned huge 6-3 win for them over West Virginia earlier tonight as the puck goes just behind Zoe Lawrence, 14:05 remaining. Board battle along the near boards. Homer comes out with the puck. She'll stretch pass it to Williams. Williams goes between the stakes. She gets pinned to the boards. There's Phelan Brown Grant. Gives it up to O'Donnell. Puck will go over to Barnett. She'll wrap it around to Lepore. Lepore back out to Saudi. Kept into the zone by Brown Grant. Lepore will go grab it behind Lawrence. Buckeyes doing a good job trying to get some extended zone time, Michael. That's something they have not seen a lot here tonight. They have not seen the puck in their offensive zone for extended periods of time a lot here tonight. Oh, watch out. Lawrence almost had a weird ricochet off the board. Luckily for her, that went back into her crease. Didn't go back into the net as there's a shot just wide of the net.
I was just about to talk about your point there that you made, but that ricochet took my breath away there for a second. A weird ricochet, but luckily did not go through the 5-hole of Zoe Lawrence. Nonetheless, we play on.
Lawrence making her first start here tonight. First appearance at Martin Ice Arena, as we mentioned, does have one appearance at so far in the season as this shot just goes wide. Was able to come in relief in the second game against Sioux College. CMU ended up losing that game by a final score of 10-0 Sioux College. All 3 goalies, Schroer, Abraham, and Lawrence, making an appearance there tonight. So far, it's been Zoe Lawrence, and it's been the Zoe Lawrence show.
It certainly has been. Zoe Lawrence has been incredible here today for Central Michigan. And with just 12 minutes remaining in the third period, and with more defense behind her, she could see herself get her very first win in the maroon and gold.
Oh, watch out, CMU with a 2-on-2. Saudi will dump it on net and go off for a line change. Nice save there by Sip, getting back into the butterfly to make the save. Puck is onside to McLaughlin. There's a shot save. McLaughlin with the rebound save with the pad by Lawrence. Kept into the zone by the Buckeyes, though. There's a shot blocked through traffic. Good stop there by Annie Castor. Castor with the second goal of the evening for CMU. That's her third goal of the season. First goal for Castor since as I try and shuffle through my notes. First goal for Castor since the Northern Michigan series, Michael.
Wow, that's all the way back in September.
2 goals in 2 games for Annie Castor against the Wildcats. It's not found the back of the net since until here tonight. It was at the 155 mark in the second period. She was able to pit one past Savannah Sip. Yankowski will try and chase it down. She knocks it into her own zone. There it is, back to the Buckeyes, though. Allie Caskey will dump it into the zone. Lepore will go chase. 10:43 remaining. Lepore dumps it in between the legs of a Buckeye. Nixon back out to the blue line for Delray. Delray back to Nixon. Nixon with a shot blocked by Sip. There's Whitish. Back out to Williams. Williams will drop it down low for Delray. Delray goes down, no penalty. Upcoming CMU fans wanting a call there. Williams trying to find Whitish. Just a little bit of miscommunication between those two. Williams able to keep it into the zone, though. Delray once again goes down, able to get up. And it's going to be the Buckeyes. Abby Cox to grab the puck. She gives it up and exits the zone, does the Buckeyes. Rapore in neutral ice gives it back to Nixon. Nixon trying to dump it. She's not able to. There is back to Delray. Delray's going to go in all alone. She has a 1-on-4. Delray crashing the net. Shot. Saved by Sip. Rebound to Williams. Williams' shot is blocked. Williams double teamed. Trying to get a shot on Sip. She's not able to. She has the puck, though. She's going to try and go for the wraparound. She's pinning along the boards. There it is to Delray. Delray goes down. Hubert. Right back to Palmer. Delray. We'll get it over to Williams. Williams tries to get it back to Nixon. Nixon with the shot. And she scores! Callie Delray, second goal on the night. 3-0, CMU lead.
Kylie Delray tallies her second on the night, and no goalie goal bigger than that, Derek. Gives Central Michigan a 3-0 lead, gets past the stick side of Savannah Sip. Chippewas have the lead 3-0, and great offensive zone time there for Central Michigan, and back-to-back possessions. Burning time off that clock. That time it capitalizes. The maroon and gold lead 3-0. Just 9 minutes to go in the third.
15th goal of the season for Kylie Delray. Opened up the scoring in the first period. Gets her second notch of the night. Hubert has the puck go through her wickets. We'll have to wait for the official announcement to see who the assists were for.
Number 13. Joey Delray, assisted by number 66.
Hubert with the assist, but what a save there by Lawrence once again. So Hubert getting the assist.
Zoe Lawrence holding that glove up emphatically with the puck as she points to the Central Michigan bench. They are loving it over there, what Zoe Lawrence has been doing here tonight.
Zoe Lawrence, the only goalie available for CMU. Neither Lauren Abraham or Bree Schroer is available here tonight. Man, Michael, she has stepped up big so far for the maroon and gold.
Absolutely. Zoe Lawrence, very, very young goalie, a freshman. But so far in this game, Derek, Zoe Lawrence has been showing tremendous promise. And Lawrence is doing a great job of being able to step up in a big game such as this.
Icing called on the Buckeyes, so CMU will go back into the offensive zone. Chris Haney electing to have the face-off in the left face-off circle. Brooklyn Hubert will dig in. Won by the Buckeyes as they'll clear the puck down the length of the ice. It's actually tipped there by Avery White. She has some space. White with the shot, saved by Lawrence. 8:15 remaining in regulation. CMU holding on to that 3-0 lead. These fans can start to smell the sweet smells of victory. This will be the first time since mid-November CMU has won a game at Martin Ice Arena. You have to go back all the way to the Lawrence Tech series. Let's take you back to Saturday, November 18th. It was a 4-2 win against Lawrence Tech. Bree Schroer in net, Gabby Nixon, Kylie Delray. Nixon scored twice. Biankowski scored that night. CMU with the 4-2 win. They are 7 minutes and 58 seconds away from their next home victory. Puck just wide of the net. Just wide of Zoe Lawrence, trying to get her first career victory in the maroon and gold. She'll go down, saves it with her glove and with her stick. 7:44 remaining.
Zoe Lawrence just freezing that puck, just taking a little bit of the nerves off of herself. Pressure could be starting to set in for Zoe Lawrence, doing a good job of able to freeze the puck. And for Central Michigan, This is where you got to step up and help out your goalie to try and get this pressure out of your own zone.
Fans, before watching the Lions tomorrow, consider starting your day with us right here on CCHN as there's a no goal, saved by Lawrence. What a save there by the freshman. Holy smokes.
Oh my goodness. When I thought Ohio State was going to get their first tally of the night, Zoe Lawrence is able to corral that puck. Official waved it off, no goal. Wow, what a save.
But let's go back to the ad read. Fans, before watching the Lions tomorrow, consider starting your day right here with us on CCHN, saved by Lawrence off the shot. These Chippewas and Buckeyes are rematching from right here at Martin Ice Arena. Puck drop is scheduled for 12 o'clock p.m., but we'll be live right at 11:55 with our pregame show. The game will be streamed right here on CCHN, your home for Chippewa hockey.
Ohio State just looking for any chance to get on the board here tonight and score, but Zoe Lawrence is making that a tough task, and another save by the freshman.
Another good save by Zoe Lawrence. 7 minutes, 23 seconds remaining. CMU trying to get their second victory in 3 games. Heartbreaking loss against Aurora. Multiple teams, multiple players on this team telling us that's not how they wanted that series to go. CMU trying to find their 12th victory of the season. Caster has the puck knocked out off her stick. Whitus will go retreat. Icing is waved off. 7 minutes remaining.
Big
Whitus.
thing about that Aurora series, Derek, that's all about mindset there for Central Michigan. You want to focus on the here and now. As tough as that loss was to Aurora, you focus on the here and now. And look out
Watch
here.
out, Delray shot! Shot! Trick! Kylie Delray! 4-0 CMU lead.
Chapeau tossed the caps onto the ice. Kylie Delray gets her 3rd tally of the night. And when your leaders need to step up, who better to do it than Kylie Delray? What a night for number 13.
Michael, I might not have a voice tomorrow. I might not have a voice tomorrow. Nonetheless, 3rd goal of the night for Kylie Delray.
I'm working on that too, Derek. Got to talk from the diaphragm rather than the throat there, buddy.
There's Brown Grant. She gets a shot off on Lawrence. Lawrence easily skating to her left to make the glove save. Williams with her 2nd assist of the night. And Michael, I know we didn't get to your impact players for CMU. One of them you had was, well, you had 2 of them, Kylie Delray, Caitlin Williams. Man, they have came up big so far here tonight for CMU.
They sure have. Kylie Delray with 3 goals. Caitlin Williams 2 assists as Zoe
watch
Lawrence
out,
makes
there's
another
some-
save. Look out.
Some displeasures. Oh, and Lapore drops the stick. She's going to go off to the box. Let's see if that's going to be a 2 or a 5. No, it's not. It's going to be Brown Grant to go off to the box. As now Lapore will skate off too. Believe these are going to be incidentals. So Lapore not happy in that box right now.
Yeah, tempers are getting a little high out there. Gabby Lapore just letting her frustration get the best of her. And this time, I understand that this is a high emotion game, but this is where you cannot let your emotions get to you. And that's what coach there for Central Michigan is talking to Gabby Lapore about.
So they are going to be offsetting minors. It's going to be 4-on-4 hockey for the next 2 minutes. Let's see if CMU can take advantage of some open ice.
OSU penalty. Number 2, following Brown Grant. 2 minutes for roughing. It's the penalty. Number 16, Gabby Lapore. 2 minutes for roughing.
So is Brown Grant and Lapore going to the box 2 minutes each for roughing. So for the next 2 minutes, it's, oh, watch out. Nixon taking a hard hit into the board. She's able to get up, though, thankfully. Buckeyes trying to find the back of the net here for the first time tonight. There's Whitus. Whitus touched up by Williams. Gets it back, though, to the Buckeyes. There's Avery White trying to dive in. She's negated by the CMU back line. She'll get the puck back. There it is to DeMarco. DeMarco with a shot blocked in front of by traffic. Barnett. 5:23 remaining. Mac Barnett, the captain, trying to dump it in. She's able to. She'll get the wraparound. Williams will go and chase. She ties it up. There it is to Nixon. Nixon will get it out. Nixon hits the deck. And looks like OSU's going to have numbers. There's a shot blocked in traffic. Good block there again by Palmer and Whitus. Palmer gets it to Williams. Williams trying to clear. She's not able to. Easy shot saved by Lawrence. Whitus will go clear along the corner.
Ohio State getting a lot of offensive zone time as that puck goes down the length of the ice. Ohio State's going to have to regroup, but Ohio State getting a lot of offensive zone time, and they're going to be heading right back there as icing's called on Central Michigan.
4:38 remaining. CMU trying to find their 12th victory of the year. Face-off is going to be at neutral ice.
Four and a half are remaining. Central Michigan been doing a good job of getting bodies in between not only the passing lanes, but the shooting lanes for Ohio State as well.
Face-off won by the Buckeyes. Trying to find something, draw something up to get it past Zoe Lawrence. Michael, tonight that's been easier said than done, though.
Absolutely. Ohio State has had plenty of opportunities in the offensive zone, whether it be from icings, giveaways by Central Michigan, and even been a couple breaks, notably from Avery White. But Zoe Lawrence standing tall in her crease, making that a difficult task for the Buckeyes tonight.
Both teams back to even strength. There's Hubert with the puck. Hubert trying to stretch past the Saudi. They're not able to connect. Simbro gets tied up. And CMU's going to go right back to the penalty kill as now Simbro's going to go to the box. 2 minutes for a hook.
Tough penalty to take there when you're Central Michigan. This late in the game, don't really want to be taking penalties this late. Ohio State back on the power play. And now all of a sudden you're going to be down.
Ohio State 0 for 1 on the power play so far tonight.
This is a big, important penalty kill here if you're Central Michigan. Keep that good PK streak going, but do not let Ohio State get anything past you.
There's Janik. Janik shot. Rebound as that goes wide of the net. Buckeyes trying to get their power play rolling. There's Biankowski. Biankowski will shoot it down the length of the ice. Caster showing off the speed. She's going to go chase it down as well, apply some pressure. She's not going to get the poke check done on either attempts. Good job by Ohio State to get out of their own zone and get back into the offensive zone. There it is over to DeMarco. DeMarco with the shot from a sharp angle, easily saved by Zoe Lawrence. 1 minute and 24 seconds remaining in the power play. 3:19 remaining in regulation.
That time keeps winding down, Derek, and all Central Michigan can do is keep trying to clear that puck into the offensive end for defensive end for Ohio State to continue burning that clock. The maroon and gold can smell it. Their 12th victory of the season is imminent. They just got to be able to close out this game.
4-0 CMU lead, trying to find their 12th victory of the season. Kept inside on sides, shot it up into the CMU's bench. Luckily, everyone's okay there. No harm, no foul. Puck will go outside the CMU zone, though. 1:13 remaining on the power play.
You got to have a feeling, Derek, coming into tomorrow, how can Ohio State respond to game one coming in tomorrow when they play an afternoon game at Central Michigan?
Tomorrow's game, 12 o'clock warm-ups. Imagine about a 12:15-ish puck drop, 12:10, somewhere around there. Game 2 of the series will be right here on CCHN. Michael Rosenkrantz will have the call for you. I guess I'll be there too with him, even though I'm not as important as Michael Rosenkrantz, but
Oh, nonsense, Derek. You are just as important. You're giving us the game call. How are you not an important person? You are.
CMU 48 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. Good job by Ohio State to get back onside. There's a shot just wide of Lawrence. Pom Pom's going crazy, going into the air here. 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. The fans can smell it. That sweet aroma just wafting in the air right now. CMU is sitting 2 minutes and 20 seconds away from victory. There's a poke check by the Chippewas. Lapore will send it down the length of the ice. Really good penalty kill once again by CMU. 14 seconds remaining.
Exceptional penalty kill from Central Michigan. They keep that streak going. And again, another big penalty kill to burn more time off the clock and make the chances ever so slim for Ohio State.
Paskey skates into the zone. She's trying to find her shot. There's a shot just wide of the net. Ray will come on. She's trying to get the puck. She's not able to. The puck will go down the length of the ice. And icing will be the call. 141 remaining, 5-on-5 hockey.
Full strength back for both teams. And for Zoe Lawrence, the defense for Central Michigan has been outstanding for Zoe Lawrence, getting bodies in the way of passing and shooting lanes. And Zoe Lawrence right now is putting this team on her back and carrying the Chippewas ever so close to their 12th victory of the season.
Face off won cleanly by CMU. Michael, that's something they've done really good tonight. Winning those face off draws. There's a shot saved by Zoe Lawrence.
Saving those face-off shots are absolutely crucial. Lots of scoring chances can be made if you win the face-off. You can go right off the draw. And Zoe Lawrence being able to stand tall, her defense having her back all the way through and through tonight. And that's what's been the detriment for Ohio State.
1 minute, 24 seconds remaining. CMU just itching closer and closer to their first win since, well, only last Friday, but still a week without a win. As we mentioned, splitting with Aurora University. 2-0, 3-1, the final scores of those game. Face-off will be from neutral ice. Face-off won by the Buckeyes. Darche with the puck. G will circle. Darche trying to find her shot. G will send it on net. Saved by Sip. Puck is cleared out of the zone by the Buckeyes. That's onto the skate of Grace Keller. 59 seconds remaining. 59 seconds standing between CMU and victory. Caitlin Williams will circle. Williams trying to find something. She's trying to find Darche. Those two aren't able to connect. Darche will send it on net just wide. There it is to Williams. Williams will circle. Williams trying to find a teammate. Jukes out one defender. Good poke check there by Abby McLaughlin. Hutchinson with a shot just wide. 28 seconds remaining. Whitus with the puck at neutral ice. And the puck is loose. It is brought in by McLaughlin. 16 seconds remaining. There's Hutchinson. Hutchinson will mishandle it. 12 seconds remaining. Hutchinson skates between her nets. 8 seconds remaining. 7 seconds. 5 seconds. And there's Hutchinson. Hutchinson will send it on net. And the clock hits triple zeros. First career start. First career shutout. Zoe Lawrence getting mobbed by her teammates. They're top circle right now. Everyone's clearing the bench. What a moment it is for Zoe Lawrence, the freshman out of Sterling Heights, Michigan.
Playmakers make plays. Game changers change games. What a job from Zoe Lawrence. Her first career shutout and only her second career start. What a storied ending to this game, and what a job overall by Central Michigan. But hats off to Zoe Lawrence. Great performance here tonight.
What a moment for Zoe Lawrence. Neither Bree Shower or Lauren Abraham available. You have to turn to the freshman. No experience here at Martin Ice Arena. Minus practice, minus the reps you get every Monday and Thursday at practice. An hour practice each time for this team. How about this, Michael? Your first career start, your first career shutout. What a moment for the Lawrence family.
Absolutely. The Lawrence family has got to be so proud of Zoe here tonight. And what a great moment. You can't get any better than your first collegiate start, first career shutout. There will be no moment bigger than that. And what a statement here by the Chippewas here today as they win a crucial first game against Ohio State 4-0.
Stay tuned for the post-game show brought to you by CMU womenshockey.com. Michael and myself will have that right after this. CMU winning 4-0 on home ice. Zoe Lawrence with her first career shutout. Derek Steele, Michael Rosenkrantz back with you inside Martin Ice Arena as finally we welcome you inside the broadcast booth. Michael, 4-0 win for CMU. Let's get the elephant out of the room first. What a start by Zoe Lawrence.
Zoe Lawrence couldn't have had a better start on home ice at Martin Ice Arena. Had a tough game against Sioux, but you know what? She bounced back here tonight. What a job by Zoe Lawrence. 4-0 win for Central Michigan, saving every single shot, getting her first career shutout on home ice with the Chippewa faithful having her back. That was special.
What moment in the game did you realize that something special might be happening? Was it from the first puck drop? It was just there was a special feeling in the air tonight. When did you first notice that?
As the game sort of progressed on, Derek, as that third goal was scored by Kylie Del Rey and Central Michigan grew its lead to a little more comfortable 3-0 lead, that sort of clicked in my head. Something could be happening. Central Michigan was keeping Ohio State at a stalemate all game. And once Kylie Del Rey netted that fourth goal on the night for Central Michigan and the game winner, that pretty much closed the door in my mind. And although Ohio State had plenty of scoring opportunities, they just couldn't capitalize. Wow, what a game.
Well, you know what? We're gonna go back to a cliche really quickly. Better to be lucky sometimes than it is to be good. There was some point in the third period, Michael, where a puck hit off the top crossbar, looked to have gone into the back of the net. Refs emphatically waved it off. I could just see a sigh of relief coming across Zoe Lawrence and what ended up being such a special night for her. But I want to touch really quickly on Kylie Del Rey. Yet another hat trick. We at some point are going to run out of positive things to say about her, but what another great night for the sophomore Kylie Del Rey.
Kylie Del Rey has just been outstanding here for Central Michigan. One of those vocal leaders on this team, continuing to do her part and do everything she can to get the Chippewas a win and get this offensive spark going. And what a job by the top line here tonight. Caitlin Williams getting into the scoring tab for Central Michigan as well with a couple assists. Annie Castor on the third line getting her goal for Central Michigan to ultimately give them this 4-0 win.
But we have the star of the show waiting in the wickets. We're going to bring on the goalie, the freshman out of Sterling Heights, Michigan. We're going to bring on Zoe Lawrence here once we get everything set up for her. Let's move the cameras around. You want to help me move everything around? Are the headsets going to reach? I don't know if the headsets are going to reach. Let's try your headset, Michael. Or we'll just keep going this way. That'll work. Okay. Give your headset to Zoe.
Wearing it. Do you need me to wear it?
As we were waiting to get the star of the show, Zoe Lawrence, on here on the post-game show. First career shutout for Lawrence. First career start in the maroon and gold.
Sit on a chair because I can't.
Yeah, we can. You want to move the pad over one more time?
More pack.
Yeah. We're gonna throw it to break, and then we'll get the situation, figure it out. Stay tuned on the post-game show brought to you by CMUWomen'sHockey.com. We'll have Zoe Lawrence, the star of the show, on right after this break. And we're back here with the post-game show brought to you by CMUWomen'sHockey.com. As promised, we got the star of the show on, Zoe Lawrence, first career shout in your first career start. What was going so special for you in that tonight?
I don't know, man. I just had the encouragement from my team. I had the encouragement from all my friends, my family. Like I had a lot of team help. You know, it wasn't just me out there. My defense was solid. Our offense was solid. Like, I had a lot of help out there.
Getting a lot of practice time on this rink, but playing on this ice first time in game action. How much of an adjusting period was it for you to figure out how the boards bounce, to figure out how everything works down on the ice?
You know, honestly, it didn't take too long because I played in some funky rinks. You know, they got some weird bounces. Um, our rink is pretty good. We don't have any too like crazy bounces off the corners or anything like that. I think definitely the hardest part is getting used to a one person warm up to the first period, no break in between.
36 shots, 36 save shutout for you. Your first shutout in the maroon and gold. What is this feeling for you right now?
I'm ecstatic, man. I'm so excited. Like I hope this is a great start for me. You know, uh, come out swinging. You know, I'm so excited. I don't have a lot of words.
Can you quickly, we heard it from up here. We heard that locker room. What was that moment like having your teammates swarm you on the ice and then be able to take it into the locker room, the music blaring in the locker room? What was that moment like for you?
Pure euphoria. Like this is I've dreamed of this since I was a little girl, since I started playing hockey. So having this much love from a team is definitely like a dream come true. I've never been happier in my life.
Well, that was the star of the show, the goalie Zoe Lawrence, first career start for Lawrence, first career shutout. We're going to take one more quick break. Michael Rosenkrantz will join me for the conclusion of the postgame show. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the postgame show brought to you by CMUWomen'sHockey.com. You just had the star of the show, Zoe Lawrence, on for a postgame interview. But Michael, bringing the conversation back to you, impact players of the game, you had Caitlin Williams, Kylie Delray for CMU, and then Nicole DeMarco, Colette Janik for Ohio State. How did all four of those players do here tonight?
Well, Caitlin Williams and Kylie Del Rey, Derek, for Central Michigan, you couldn't really have put it any better. Kylie Del Rey getting 3 goals on the night, Caitlin Williams getting 2 assists, 2 of the top 3 goal scorers for this team, and point scorers, as a matter of fact, for this team. Doing their part here tonight, I tell you, that top line is something special for Central Michigan. Nicole DeMarco is a dangerous goal scorer, and Colette Janik, she's known to make those passes. Too many of her teammates at Ohio State just couldn't really get those passes away tonight. Central Michigan doing a great job of getting into their passing lanes and providing a lot of pressure. And when that defense needed to come big, they showed up. And what a statement win here today for the Chippewas.
Quickly going through your keys to the game, you had get into Ohio State passing lane, outpace Ohio State, and apply pressure on Savannah Sip. How did CMU do in your 3 keys to the game?
Well, I think 2 of the 3 keys Central Michigan really excelled on. I think the second key of use your speed to your advantage. You saw the speed maybe sort of start to wear off a little bit as third period went on. Central Michigan players were starting to get a little bit fatigued. line changes had to be made more frequently. And coming into tomorrow, both these teams will have fatigue setting into them, particularly Ohio State going to play their third game in 3 days tomorrow before they get a couple of days off as for Central Michigan. But Central Michigan looking to ride that momentum and hopefully pick up win number 13 tomorrow.
Well, going over 3 stars in the game. Third star is going to go to Caitlin Williams to assist for Williams. Second star of the game is going to go to Kylie Del Rey. Hat trick. Second hat trick for Del Rey on the season. And then the first star, who else? Zoe Lawrence, first career shutout. 36 shots faced for her, 36 saves. Next game for CMU is going to be tomorrow, 12:10 p.m. Puck drop, 11:50. Pre-game show 11:45, 11:50. Michael and I will be on that broadcast for you, so you get to wake up bright and early with us on CCHN before turning into those Detroit Lions 6:15 kickoff for the Lions out in San Francisco. Michael, quickly going over the CCWHA out-of-town scoreboard. Miami at Sioux College at 12 p.m. Maryville at MSU. Wisconsin at Aurora. Notre Dame and Northern Michigan, BG and Loyola Chicago. We do not have score updates for those. Make sure to go check the ACHA website for those. The Griffins played Belleville at 7 p.m. And then the Spirit played Kitchener tonight. We do not have score updates for those. The Red Wings are currently in action against the Vegas Golden Knights. At last check, it was 3-2 in favor of the Red Wings. We want to give a big thank you to More Hall Television for all the equipment. We want to give a big thank you to our cameraman, Trevor Wires, and our producer, Sam Tabashinsky, as well as our photographer, Joe Grogan. Well, that's going to wrap us up here from Martin Ice Arena as the Central Michigan Chippewas defeat the Ohio State Buckeyes 4-0. For our entire crew and my partner, Michael Rosenkrantz, I'm Derek Steele, saying have a great night, everybody.